and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you got to get together. You got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possible. Let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A draw play for Mixon, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Tannehill. He finds his running back, Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
David Moore.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And just a yard to go here on second down. To throw is Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
By Kareem Jackson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Mostert. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
10 at the 37-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Quickly completed to the right flank. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Throw complete into the flat out left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jackson to return. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Raheem Mostert, 82 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Tannehill looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
A loss of 14 on the play. It's 3rd down.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCoy. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mostert. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Mostert. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
And less than a yard.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here.
On for the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 44.
From the 44, Tannehill. Again, he finds more. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I was starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Tannehill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. This is Mostert. He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Mostert. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Running the counter with Mostert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run right side with Mostert. And some room to maneuver. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion set to kick
The
off.
final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory. But also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go. In the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And take it right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. This is out quickly to the right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
About. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Again, it's Mixon. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jason McCoy. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mostert. They find some open field here. Cincinnati territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 62 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
From the 38, Tannehill. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
To the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
The score, Vikings 35, Bengals nothing.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's at the 50, the 40, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A handoff as they run the counter play. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Mixon on the carry.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43.
First down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 43. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to look deep at the 7-yard line. The catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
David Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Crosby with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fielded just inside the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw again on second down. Tannehill, now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
38 yards.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Vikings 38. Bengals.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. And give that one to the Broncos as they wind up winners there. That one's certainly of interest to many around the league. On play action, Rodgers will let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, clear running punting situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
38.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Minnesota, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying